Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily podcast where we help you build a thriving business. I'm Anna Angelova, business coach and consultant, and a co host of this daily podcast. And as usual, I have with me my favorite co host, Jores Minasvand. Hey, Joris, happy Sunday.
Hey Anna, happy Sunday from Traverse City, Michigan. And it is a brand new session for sure, where we are broadcasting this from the beautiful Traverse City, Michigan, on the most northernmost point in the peninsula on Lake Michigan, where we have been enjoying a couple of days of leisure life. And we are now recording this session to get back into our routine.
Yes, yeah. As we are recording this session, we are actually enjoying a few days off. Well deserved, if I say so myself. And it's been a very interesting trip actually, and we will be sharing a few details with you. Not this coming week, but more maybe the week after that.
The week after, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be sharing a few details most likely. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe.
Very interesting.
So you don't miss this. Yeah, absolutely. But for today, it's Sunday, and we don't want to keep you too long. And if you are one of our regular listeners, welcome back. Thank you for being with us on this awesome journey of being a business owner, of being a founder, an entrepreneur. You're doing something amazing. And you know that today we are kicking off the next week, the new week, and we're sharing what's coming up ahead. And if you are a brand new listener, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any episode. And what we do Sundays is, as I said, we share what's coming up ahead. And this way, we give you a chance to hear what the topics will be for the next 5 days, Monday to Friday. And if any of these topics resonates with you, you can bookmark it in your calendar, add a reminder so you remember to listen to that episode. And we highly recommend, as a business owner, you have, especially having a small, mid-sized business, right? Like you
Yeah.
have so many things on your plate. While we would love for you to listen to every single episode we post and we publish and everything we talk about, we actually highly recommend for you to stay focused on what matters. And I've mentioned this before as well, that this is something I learned through Darren Hardy and what he shares, the difference between just on time and just in case. Like learning just in case, like listening just in case if this comes up while at some point, if at some point I need this kind of thing, if at some point I'm leading a business that is like multi-billion dollars, versus just in time where it's like, okay, this is my goal for the year, this is what I'm focusing on, and this is what I need. I need to focus on sales and marketing, let's say. So we highly recommend for you as a small, mid-sized business owner, a founder of like a brand new business or an existing business, to stay focused on what matters right now. And again, that's why we are talking about what's coming up ahead today. So you can decide for the next 5 days, is there a topic that you find interesting? If yes, put a reminder so you listen to it, and then you can skip the rest. We will not be offended or anything. We really want you to be successful. And the way that we are successful as business owners is by staying focused and by doing the things that matter.
We practice what we preach.
Absolutely. And again, I don't want to keep you too long. So, what's coming
Let's go.
ahead? Monday, we are kicking off the week with a topic that, like, if you are a brand new founder, or even if you are just thinking about starting your own business, you might be wondering, like, marketing and sales, like these two things when it comes to marketing and sales, what are they? What are the differences between the two, and how exactly to set them up? And the thing is that when it comes to starting your business, the lines between marketing and sales, they can be blurred, and they will be blurred actually. And ultimately, when you're starting your business, everyone is in marketing and sales. And that's why it's natural to have a little bit of confusion around these topics. Yes, when we talk about bigger corporations, they have a separate marketing team, they have a separate sales team, and sometimes the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. But what we're focusing on tomorrow is ultimately talking about marketing and sales, especially when you're starting your business, what these two things are all about, these processes are all about, and how you set them up from the start.
And I had for a long time, when I started my career in sales a few years ago, I had a confusion as well. I did not understand the difference between marketing and sales, and now I have a clear delineation between the two. So tune in if you're interested, and we'll give you some insights, real insights from real life experience that we have had, and hopefully you can take advantage of that
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we're starting with tomorrow, Monday.
one day.
Then Tuesday, again, if you know, we shift gears. And Joris, I'd love for you to share what we are talking about this coming Tuesday.
And interestingly, I think when we were doing last Sunday, the topic about whether you should AI or not came to me as well. And I was said, no, 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 no. So this is very similar to should I use as a startup AI or not? Uh, and I think it's sort of similar, this topic, where should I outsource IT versus build internal capacity? And the answer, well, the short answer is no, you shouldn't build internal capacity, especially as a small business. But again, it all depends. Just like AI depends. So tune in to hear our insights on what does it depend on, when you should outsource and or what, or maybe you should use a combination of the two, and where you should use internal capacity, build internal capacity.
Yeah, and if you know, like, if you again, if you're one of our regular listeners, you already know that we are not really the or kind of people. We are the and. So definitely, it's not outsourcing IT versus building internal capacity. There are definitely insights that are coming up your way this Tuesday. So tune in.
It's the when. The genre title says when, not whether one or the other.
Yeah,
It's
when to
not
do
if
one.
should I, but it's when.
When
Yeah.
exactly when you should
Mhm.
outsource versus build internal capacity. So if this is something IT capacity, right? Like we're talking about technology,
Yeah.
software, like these kind of things. So if this is something that you're at the stage of your business where you're considering this, tune in this Tuesday when we talk about this. And Wednesday, we are discussing an interesting topic, and especially with something that happened to us very recently on our way to US actually. uh, Wednesday we're talking about building a strong company culture from day one.
Mhm.
And yes, this is a topic that, like, if you're just starting your business, it's 100% for you. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you're focusing on, actually. I would highly recommend you listen to this episode and this conversation. If you have an existing business, you might want to tune in as well, because
Mm.
culture is so important. I think, hopefully, I'm not mis quoting. I do think that it's Peter Drucker who said this, that culture eats strategy for breakfast. It's so important. And that's why, like, one of the things we're focusing on when we work with our own clients and for our own business is culture. So Wednesday is a must listen for every single business owner out there, including you. So bookmark it, put it a reminder for in your calendar to tune in. The episodes drop at 5:01 Eastern Time, Eastern Canada US time. And again, remember to listen to this one. It is a must for every single one.
And if you value your brand, and if you value your brand royalty from your customers that are so difficult, where you spend what we talk about Monday about marketing and sales and what is the difference, and like 90% of your expenditure is on marketing and sales. to get customers, and if you really value keeping those customers with brand royalty, this session is so important. And if you lose sight of this, you will lose your royal customers and you will not have any brand left to manage.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is very serious. And Cracker Barrel is one of the latest victims of this.
Oh yeah, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Which you guys probably have seen on all the social media. It's exploding everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. It's something that happened recently. So
Yep.
definitely tune in. Joris, now that you chimed in, what's coming up for Thursday this week?
So on Thursday, we focus on finance, which is revenue, EBIT, expenditures, which is it's the heart and soul of every business. At the end of the day, this is why we run businesses, to make money, right? And the question that we're going to answer is, what should my monthly financial dashboard actually include and focus on? And we will give you, tips on. I think last week, or was it last week or the week before, we talked about what should your finance, or your as a leader, your dashboard look like. Yeah, we did last Monday, and we talked about one of the widgets or KPIs there should be finance, right? So we'll talk about what that finance should include.
And this one, I also would say, similar to Wednesday, this one is also a must listen because, like you said, Joris, especially as small, mid-sized business owners, like this is why we start our businesses. Profitability, and it's not just revenue; it's profitability.
Yep.
It's being able to provide for our own families, for
Mhm.
our employees at some point as well.
Yeah, it's a big
And
responsibility
it
to
is
everybody. Yeah.
and not
Make
having,
payroll.
yeah, absolutely,
Payroll, making
absolutely.
payroll is the biggest. I think if you interview 100 business owners that are below $50 million a year revenue, their biggest worry is making payroll.
Yeah.
If they are true leaders, because they worry about paying their people who have families, who have mortgages, who have car payments, who have to put food on their families' children's soccer or ballet or skating or
Lessons,
hockey
yeah.
lessons, and it's a big responsibility. And imagine whether you're responsible for five people employees or 500 employees or 5,000 employees, and that responsibility gets bigger and bigger. And this is where it becomes very important to understand, how do you keep your thumb on the heartbeat of your finance.
Yeah. So Thursday, a must listen. Another one, put it in your calendar and listen to the conversation. It's all about your monthly financial dashboard. And I know that you'd rather have a colonoscopy without whatever it is, a root canal done. Yes, I know. I feel you. I understand you. Well, I'm actually a numbers person, so
Yeah, it's
uh,
easier
I
for us.
love, I love, I love numbers and I love finances. So okay, I understand where you're coming from. And finances, it's really, really, really important. So tune in, listen to this to understand what to monitor every single month. Uh, and wrapping the week up, Friday, uh, we are discussing a somewhat specific topic. And so this is more if you're just starting your business and you're wondering, do you choose Google Workspace, Microsoft 365, like for your office, like for your email and all these kind of things? And this is something that we'll be talking about pros and cons and how to choose one or the other. And this one, again, it's more if you're just starting. Uh, and chances are that if you do have an existing business, you're probably already using one or the other. Like these are the biggest providers of office solutions, email servers, and all these kind of things. So chances are you're already using one or the other, and you probably don't really want to move from one or the other. So once you start using a provider,
Hmm.
You kind of stick with it, especially as a small business or medium-sized business. Like the hassle of moving like from Microsoft to 365 to Google Workspace or the other way around, it's too much.
Yeah.
So I would say this topic is probably for you if you are just starting your business and you haven't yet decided to go with one or the other. On Friday, we'll have, let's say, probably an easy, light conversation in terms of
Mhm.
how to choose which one to go with. If you have an existing business and you're already using one, this might not be an episode for you to tune into, but if you want to listen, listen.
Well, not quite because last month we talked about digitalization and journey to digital company and operations. And even if you're whether you're a startup or you're a company
Establish.
established business that you want to digitize your operations, this is where you choose. And it's important for you to choose because, as we mentioned, the tools that you choose, you need to plan it properly because migrating from one to the other. And last week we talked about this as well, whether it's a CRM or whatever tool it is, or automation, or choose the tool correctly, and we'll give you some hints and some information on how to choose between the two, just like we have talked about IT outsourcing earlier this week, and previous week we talked about using AI or not. I think this is very also important for startups. If you're starting and you want to start from ground zero, be a digitized company, pick the right platform. And for an established company, if you want to become digitized, pick the right platform.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is it for this week. Just to quickly summarize it, Monday, we're talking about the difference between marketing and sales and how to set them up. These two very important systems for your business. Tuesday, we are talking about outsourcing IT versus building internal capacity. And specifically, we're focusing on when to build internal capacity and when to outsource your IT. Wednesday is all about having a strong company culture from day one. How do you build this from day one, even if day one means it's just you? Thursday, we will be discussing our very, very favorite topic, and I know it's your favorite topic, finances.
Favorite? I mean,
No, it's the other favorite topic, finances, and specifically the conversation is about your monthly financial dashboard and what it should include. And Friday, we are wrapping things up nicely, discussing how to choose between Google Workspace and Microsoft 365. So this is what's coming up this week. Put the reminders in your calendar for the episodes that you want to listen to. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the podcast so you start your days or within your days, whenever you're listening to this podcast, you get that 15 to 20 minutes of time to grow as a business owner, to get some new ideas and build the thriving business you want to have. So this is what's coming up ahead. I know it's Sunday, and I know we usually try to have a shorter conversation. It's been a little bit of a longer conversation today, probably like almost 20 minutes, but we've enjoyed it really, really a lot. And I'll be wrapping things up. And Jores, thank you so much for tuning in and and
absolutely.
and sharing your thoughts about the upcoming episodes. And we will be back tomorrow discussing our first topic for the week, which, as we said, it's all about the difference between marketing and sales. Go enjoy your Sunday, spend it with your family and loved ones. Enjoy the sunshine. It's one of the last Sundays of the summer this year here in the northern part of the world.
Yep.
And we'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily podcast where we help you build a thriving business. Bye for now.
Bye.